We are back for more Toast N Jam, presented by Valley City State University. During this season of thanks, we thank VCSU for making the Road Science Center our broadcast home. I'm Tim Oster, Toast, and this is Paul McDonald, known as Jam.
I'm thankful for all-wheel drive vehicles.
You have one now.
I have one now.
You drove the two-wheel thing for many, many years.
Yeah, anything over a foot of snow and my car got stuck.
But nothing ever stopped you. You always made it to work.
I always got to work.
That's right.
That's right.
Paul, do you like your days hot or do you like them cold?
My days?
Your days. You like them hot or you like them cold?
I don't mind hot. 95, 96, 97,
Well, you're going to have to wait a while.
98.
I think we're into the cold right now.
You think so?
Yeah, you think so? Call me crazy, call me stupid. I did make it over today.
Well, that's right.
It is Tuesday.
You're like the mailman. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Never missed a day at work either. I walked one time.
From your house?
North part of Valley City. It was a blizzard. I knew I couldn't make it with my vehicle, so I walked. I called the police station first. And I said, hey, if you see this guy walking, pick me up.
Or let me go, either way.
So I walked all the way down. We did get on the air, but hey.
But you drove here today.
I drove.
You didn't walk from
I drove.
us.
And
Okay.
the roads weren't too bad this morning. We'll see what it's like today
Right.
later. We have another outstanding show today to tie in with the 100 years of athletics at Valley City State University. Rollie Hochstetler is our guest today. Rollie, welcome.
Good morning.
Hey, all right. We'll talk to him, but first let's get a little recap on local sports from the past week. Paul does that every week. Oh, we're wrapping up, aren't we?
We're wrapping up fall. Fall sports is now done. State volleyball tournament. The Highlanders taking second, still the best finish in school history. 20-10 record overall. Lost a 4-setter to Mayport CG. And, of course, beating them in that third set. That's the only set that the Patriots lost the entire state tournament.
Wow.
They had swept their first two, and so the Highlanders were the only team to beat them in a set during the state tournament.
Well, we tried to get a hold of Coach Claybo, and she's got a class at 10.
Yep.
We even tried to adjust a little bit, but that doesn't always work either for us. So we'll get her on one of these days.
I was hoping school would be delayed, and maybe she could have slipped in today.
Yeah,
but oh well,
Okay.
It is what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Coach Cynthia Claybo and her staff.
Congrats.
Great year. Outstanding season. 3 players: Kinley Suffolcool, Kitty Coca, and Bryn Leak made the all-tournament team. All-state will come out next week or the week after, I think, is when they'll vote on the all-state team, because the tournament team and state team, that's two entirely different things.
And we should have some players on that, too.
I'm guessing at least one, maybe two,
Yeah.
for a Class A All-State. And, of course, so volleyball season has wrapped up. Winter sports is underway. They've already been practicing for basketball, boys and girls, and wrestling, boys and girls. And actually, the girls' wrestling team has a full team this year. 11 young ladies out for wrestling for the Highlanders, so they can have a dual season this year. And you'll have those tournaments, but now they're going to actually be playing duels because they've got enough to fill out just about every weight class. And they were at a tournament this past weekend in Minot at the Early Bird. And
what class would they wrestle
they'll
in?
be in B.
Okay.
It's going to be in Class B because they went down along with the boys. And but see, up until this year, it was all one class. There was no A or B in girls wrestling. It was all one class. I think this year is now being separated because the number of teams have grown. And so now they are separated A and B. And out of the 11 wrestlers here this past weekend, 9 placed. A couple of champions, the 2 seniors, Deacon Kirschman and Miley Christensen out of Barnes County North, who probably are going to get upwards to close to 100. They could get close to 200 career wins by the end of the season,
Nice.
depending on how many matches they have. But a great turnout for that. And they'll have their first duel on Tuesday. It'll be a triangular with Northern Cass and West Fargo United beginning at 5:30. So come on out to the Hack and watch the Highlander girls as they wrestle.
Don't blink. It's a fast-growing sport.
It is, and and they're just so happy. They've got 11 girls wrestling varsity, so that's why they can have a dual team this year. Boys team's going to be young again. They got a couple of seniors. So I think they're maybe a year away from being that team right back in the mix. But again, they'll be in Class B.
And that's not easier.
No.
Not in wrestling.
Not in the southeast part of the state where we're going to be with the Lisbons, the Lemoores, the Oaks, the Napoleon Gackle Streeters. We're going to see some great wrestling. South Porter.
Linton, HMB, Napoleon.
Exactly. We could go on
wrestling
and on
schools.
and on and on
Yeah.
with that. So that's what's going on for the Highlanders. Of course, Valley City State men's and women's basketball. They're in conference season. Had two games this past weekend. And, of course, they found out the Frontier Conference is going to be extremely tough in both men's and women's basketball. The men on Friday night played Montana Western, who's ranked 24th, and the men then and lost 107 to 104, and that wasn't overtime.
Wow.
That was regulation. And I think, Rollie, you probably, if you weren't there on Friday, you were there on Saturday.
Yeah, both games.
And Tech, they're ranked 6th in the country, and we hung with them. They hung with them, but then just kind of ran out of gas towards the end, lost 73-61. The Viking women lost on Friday night to Western, 66-62, but then came back and beat Tech, who was ranked number 21 in the country. So they beat a ranked team 61-58 on Saturday. And we'll try to get Coach Johnson in here in the next week or two. Now, they were to play Trinity Bible tonight. That game has been postponed. We do not have a makeup date. It'll probably be stopped sometime in January. It's tough with these makeup dates because of all the conference games that the Vikings will have. So that gets you caught up. What's going on with Viking and Highlander athletics?
Easing our way into the winter sports.
Nice and slow.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit of a break, but hey, it'll come.
BCT will be coming up here in about 2 weeks here at VCSU. Yeah.
How many years?
I want to say they're going on 75 or 76 for the Barnes County tournament
That's
for
incredible.
boys.
One of the longest.
It's got to be. I know it's bigger than the Stutzman County one, so yeah.
Okay. Minnesota Vikings, do you want to comment on that at all?
How you doing, Rollie?
Minnesota Vikings.
I'm not a big Vikings fan, so I don't really care.
Yeah, you're feeling nothing. Quarterback J.J. McCarthy. Now it's the concussion protocol. It's just a kinder way of saying, hey, you know what? We're going to put you down a little bit.
We'll let Max come in
let
and
you
see.
watch
Yeah.
just a bit again. I don't know what's going to happen there. We got a lot invested, don't we?
Yeah.
Do you see the Vikings winning another game?
We all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't yet to see him put a uniform on, but
I've got them in the closet.
they're in the closet.
And they're going to stay there.
Yeah. You know, I was told when I showed up in my where I watched the game on Sunday in my Ponder uniform, because I remember when they won a division championship with Christian Ponder, and they beat the Packers to win the division. So I thought it'd be a good luck charm. Oops. Oops.
When was the last time the Vikings had this bad of a situation? Mike Tice years?
Yeah.
That was really bad.
Well, you stop and think now with Adrian Peterson. He never really had a decent quarterback to run with. He had Brett Favre for a year and a half, maybe 2. Tavares Jackson, Christian Ponder. He didn't have that front line quarterback.
But all they had to do is hand it off to him.
Right.
Didn't have to throw it to him.
Didn't have to throw it.
Just hand it off.
But if he got stopped, then they had to throw it, and that's when problems happened.
Well, that's what's happening now. You know, we get a few good runs, and then all of a sudden we got to start passing, and that isn't good.
No.
But anyway, good luck, Vikings.
Yes.
But it could be worse. How about the Cleveland Browns? Did you see that?
I did.
You know, we've had 45 presidents in the United States, right? The Browns have had 45 starting quarterbacks since 1999.
Oh man, that's funny. I saw it when you sent me that. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot of starting quarterbacks.
UND, NDSU are in the FBS playoffs. NDSU at home, they got to bye.
Yep.
I believe UND's got to go to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee State, is it?
Tennessee State, and then they got that. They win? They got Tarleton.
Tarleton's pretty tough.
Yeah.
They played some bigger schools pretty tough.
Right.
So we'll see.
6 teams in the Missouri Valley made it to the FBS
Well, it
out
is
of the 24.
It is pretty much the premier conference.
It is the premier conference.
In FBS.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's move on. Let's get to the
let's get to our guest.
Toast and Jam of this show, huh?
Yeah.
We'd like to welcome our guest again, Rollie Hochstetler, who went to school at VCSU, played basketball from 1978 to 1982.
Yep.
Rollie, thanks for joining us again today.
You bet.
Fond memories back then, of course.
Man, that was a long time ago.
Oh, I know. I know. But let's start at the beginning, okay? Where did you grow up? Where did you play your high school basketball?
Yeah, I was born in northern Minnesota, Baudette. So I grew up playing hockey, actually.
You did?
Yeah, till about 4th grade, and we moved back to North Dakota.
And where in North Dakota?
Wolford, North Dakota.
Wolford Wolves?
The Wolford Wolves.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. See? I remember all that stuff. I was a B guy, too, Class B guy. But tell us a little bit. You played basketball again for the high school team there, and any state tournaments at that time?
We did not make it. We had a good team. My senior year, we went 24-4 for the year. We were ranked 7th in Class B pretty much all year long. Only lost one game on our home floor, and got beat by Munich in the semis of the region.
Okay.
We were ahead of them by 17 points at halftime,
Uh-oh.
and we lost to them by 1 point.
You still remember that one, don't you?
Well, of course.
Yeah. How do you forget that?
So we didn't. Wolford has only ever been to the state tournament twice in all the years they were in existence, and that was in 1968 and 1969.
Is there still a team there? Do
Leeds
they
right
co-op now?
They're
or?
with Leeds, aren't
There's
they?
no school in Wolford anymore.
None, okay.
So they go either to roulette or Leeds. And a few of them go to rugby. So
Okay.
Well, the big question now, how did you find your way from the northern part of North Dakota to Valley City State?
Well, there was another kid that was on my team that was a year behind me, 6'5" or so, Jeff Erickson. He was being recruited heavily by quite a few schools. Good ball player. And Valley was recruiting him. So he was going to come down and see the campus. And he said, why don't you ride with me? And I had stayed home a year after high school and
Okay.
just played amateur ball and whatever. And then anyway, I said, oh, sure, I'll jump in. He said, well, bring your tennis shoes. They might play.
A little game in the gym, huh?
So we scrimmaged with the guys that were going to play ball at Valley. And we got done playing, and Kringley was here at the time.
Coach Kringley,
Yeah, he come
great.
over after we're done
Sure.
playing. He said, would you like a scholarship? I said,
What's that?
I said, yeah, why not? No one else has given me one.
I've been waiting for this for a whole year,
Well, then he left, so he wasn't even coaching when I got here.
Who came in
That's
after
when
him?
Daryl Anderson.
Daryl
came
Anderson,
in, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, the Vikings had some good basketball teams back then, late 70s, early 80s. Who were some of the guys on the team? Do you remember?
It was how well we did as a team. We won the conference outright 3 out of the 4 years I was here, and we
Nice.
tied with Jamestown 1. So we were always in the thick of things. But big names back then, Myron Buckholz,
Oh, yeah.
Dave Burgum from Wisconsin, Mickey Miles.
Was Jerry Ford in that mix anywhere?
No,
Yeah,
Jerry's
that was
old-
before.
Jerry's older.
Yeah. And Kevin Anderson. That was the group
Yeah.
that before you
I think
guys.
Kevin was 8-10 years ahead of me.
Yeah. He was in the early
Something like that.
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want a Kevin story, I got a story. for
Well,
you.
you better hear. Yeah, and you probably played against him in amateur
I
ball.
did.
Yes.
Several times.
I'm sure.
But he was older and he was starting to lose some zip.
Okay.
He didn't have the legs he used to have. But
Right.
I came to a summer basketball camp at Valley City between my junior and senior year. Back then you had a week long. You had drills most of the morning, and then you played games in the afternoon. Well, anyway, Kevin was there on campus. And every time the court was empty, he was out shooting. Just rainbow jumpers from anywhere.
Can you imagine if he would have played with the three-point line?
Oh, I mean, he had such a beautiful jumper.
He did.
Straight up in the air and just swish, 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 one after another. So then in the last day, we've been watching him shoot all this time, us kids, and then the coach says, well, we're going to have a little treat today. You've been watching Kevin shoot. Now we're going to watch him dunk. So he put on a little show. And then he said for his finale, he's going to do the Michael Jordan dunk from the free throw line. And I thought, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I made sure I sat right in line with that and watched his feet. And he was behind that line and put it down easy.
Wow. As a matter of fact, I got to see some of that too. At the Ellendale tennis courts, we had basketball hoops on the tennis courts, and we spent a lot of time there. He was dating a girl from Ellendale. So he was out there one weekend. I went, who is that guy? Oh my, could he shoot the ball?
Yeah, he could play.
And he could play. He would, I would put him up against any player that we've ever had at Valley City State, probably. And there were a lot of good players, including yourself. I mean, you were a good player.
Well, I wasn't on that level. I tell you what, I'd love to play with him because I'd have got him the ball.
Because if the story is right, he grew once he left high school and got to college by about 6 inches.
Yeah, he was like 5'10" coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about what, 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah. And
Unreal.
could jump. Sure, she had about a 40-inch vertical.
And was he not the last one to get cut by the Chicago Bulls tryout camp, I think, way back?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
No, I believe he was in their camp, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that affected him probably down the road as well in his life. But very, very prominent in the amateur game. And you guys, you had good teams too.
We did.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Amateur ball, that's as good as it gets too, a lot of times, because these guys were players. What kind of style of ball did you play back then?
Well, in high school, we played a full court game and pressed a lot. And
Fast break, press.
yeah. But in college, playing for Darryl, he was different. He didn't like the wide open game.
A little more conservative.
Yeah, you better get the ball to the post, and you get your shot when they've touched the ball, and so it wasn't this go, go, go. So he got a little nervous when he put me on the floor. He's like, this game's going too fast. We got to slow this down.
Yeah, don't push too hard on the pedal, right?
Yeah.
Any you go through your high school, you go through college, you mentioned the game that you mentioned in high school that you remember, but how about any memorable college games that stand out?
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of them.
The Jimmies and Valley City State, always a big rivalry, of course.
Yes, yeah. Going over there and back in the Rat Pack days, and they would harass you during warm-ups. You're out there, and if you lost the ball, there'd be a group of guys there. They wouldn't let you have the ball back.
Well, if I remember correctly, did the PA for the Jimmies while I lived in Jamestown, the Civic Center. And I remember one year, it was football players from Valley City State and football players from Jamestown meeting at half court out of bounds under one of the baskets. A lot of them were ushered out of the Civic Center.
If we're thinking of the same thing.
You remember that?
Yes.
I do too.
Dave Zinke was one of the football players.
Yes.
And a lady security cop came out to break it up. He gave her a big bear hug, carried her off the court, kissed her right on the lips, and went right back out there. I'm kid you not. I watched it. We were in the huddle.
I guess I didn't see that one, but
we were in the huddle, but nobody was listening to the coach.
that should be on video somewhere, huh?
I remember that as clear as day.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the things we got away with back in the 80s and 70s, huh?
Man.
Oh, what did you major in while going to Valley City State?
Industrial arts.
Okay. And that's what you're good at now. Industrial arts. You do the carpenter work, the contractor work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And been doing that for a long time.
A long time. Too long.
Are you fully retired or?
No.
I'm
still plugging away a little bit.
Okay. A little contracting work, a little golf. I know it's a good gig.
Yeah.
Not bad. And again, you never left Valley City then, or did you?
Yeah, I taught high school for a few years.
Okay, where at?
Fresh out of college, we went to Newburgh,
Okay.
North Dakota. Mm-hmm. They had a good situation there. A lot of good ball players, and Bob Hunsker, if you remember that name.
That sounds familiar.
At the time, he was the winningest coach in the state.
Okay.
He was ahead of everybody, and I think Dan Carr passed him eventually, and Eddie Beyer, I think, passed him eventually. But
Okay.
he'd been there for years and years and years, and they had good teams.
Okay. And again, your amateur, status, how many years play amateur ball? What, 30, 40 years? At least?
Ever since I got out of high school and got out of college, basically, yeah.
Okay. And that kind of led to reffing, too. You reffed for quite a few years.
Yeah, 25 years.
25 years. Yeah. Wow.
I started a little late after I'd been coaching and teaching, and then, so I was 30-something when I started reffing, but...
Kind of kept you in the game, reffing?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really did. It was... there was nights when you went out and you wondered, why am I doing this? But then there was other nights when you'd have a two good teams going at it, full house. Boy, those were fun nights.
And kept you in shape too, up and down the court, right?
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Hall of Fame?
Amateur ball, yeah.
Amateur ball you are. Okay, very good. And
No,
played
the Vikings, the college would be team-wise,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
individually. But
Okay.
our 79-80 team was Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. And how about softball? Are you in the softball Hall of Fame? You should be.
I don't know. That was a lot of years ago.
That was a lot of fun too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I like basketball better than softball, but
Yeah. Okay. So basketball, you are in the Hall of Fame? Amateur?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
That's great. We'll get you in softball. How does that sound? You were good. You were
They
a good
won't
player.
remember who I was.
Oh, I bet.
Rollie who?
I bet they will. You know.
Fingers? What?
Greeno?
Rollie fingers. Rollie Greeno. There you
Oh,
go.
Greeno.
Oh,
I got a story about Rollie Greeno's kid.
Rollie Jr.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were playing a game over in Jamestown. JV.
Basketball?
We had JV and varsity back then.
Okay.
Right. So JV game's over, and their coach had a policy of he picked two guys off the JV, played a good game. They got to play varsity that night.
Okay.
Well, Rollie Greeno's kid was one of them, but he was already in the locker room, already had his shoes off, was starting to undress to get ready to shower. The coach gives us, Greeno, get back out there. You're playing varsity. He forgot to put his shorts back on.
What?
I'm not kidding you. He gets in the layup line,
You're kidding.
put his shoes back on, forgot to put his shorts back on. He goes in for a layup, got a little breezy, and he just kept running right through the locker room.
Because he was wearing warm-up pants, I'm assuming.
No,
No.
just a jackstrap.
Oh, no. That is just too funny.
You know, I know you reffed a lot of high school games. Did you ref any college games as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
For
did
about,
both.
I don't know, probably 10, 12 years.
Was that a little tougher?
No, actually, I like that quite a bit. I mean, the game was better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was
Yeah,
more. It was
yeah.
more intense, obviously, but
Yeah.
the fundamentals were better. Less silly things happening.
Okay.
You know.
Any one coach stand out that kind of rattled your cage once in a while?
Well, they all tried.
Go ahead and try.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, boy.
That's good.
And you had the big weekend last weekend. Saw
Yeah.
a lot of people I'm sure you haven't seen in quite a while.
That was fun. Friday night there was not a lot of alumni. Mickey Miles was there Friday night, and then there's a pretty good group Saturday. Tim Kraft, Kurt Olson, Brandon Beta.
Yeah, there's
Mickey was there again. I'm going to forget a bunch of them, but
Yeah.
there was a good. Even old Leroy Anderson was there
Oh, really?
from way back when.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
He
goes
was back from
ways.
the one-handed push shot
Yeah,
days.
yeah, that might have been the 50s, huh?
Dwayne Bott comes to a lot of games.
Dwayne
too.
Bott.
Dwayne Bott.
Big
Yep.
fan.
Yep.
Big fan.
Is he the one that holds the rebounding record?
He holds the rebounding record, yep. And I think he's right now, he's not the oldest former Viking, but
Okay.
he is
He's
one
right
of them.
up there.
Yes, he
yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single
Good.
game rebounding, right?
Yep.
Like 31
31.
rebounds or something in one game.
Man.
Yeah.
What did he
Yeah.
do? Plant himself underneath the bucket all game, or he didn't have to go down the other side,
No.
or what? Oh boy, that's pretty impressive. But it's always fun reminiscing with some of the old players, you know. And I didn't mean to say old, but former players.
Well, old fits.
we're all getting there, you know. But hey, it's. But I always enjoyed watching. I didn't get to see a play. Well, I probably did, because if I was doing the PA in the '80s, early '80s, I would have seen you play in Jamestown. But I saw you ref a lot of games, and I was always impressed the way you called a game.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was always fun. When I knew you were out there, I knew things were under control.
Well, I tried to ref the game the way I wanted it to be if I was playing.
Yeah.
You know, don't call the little ticky-tack stuff because the good athletes play right through that. That
they
doesn't
do.
bother them. But don't let it get out of hand either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun to see Valley City State on the grow, the way things are happening here?
Yeah. A lot.
You've seen a lot of growth here.
Yeah, where the
over the
wellness is, that used to be asphalt outdoor courts.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Played on those many times.
Yeah, and you look at the college now, and we're seeing that new facility being put in for the indoor football practice and track and whatever. Thorlson plays a big role. Did you know Gary?
I worked for Gary for about 3 years.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
played softball for his.
Oh, yes, you did.
That's probably why he hired me. But
Yeah.
he hired a lot of guys
So one of the
in
guy-
his business that were softball players.
So one of the guys that I always run into, he works at Sanford on University Orthopedic Place. Mike Jastrom greets people as you come in. I go, "Hey, Mike, I know you."
I played with Jazzy.
Yeah, Mike Jastrom, one of the better.
Go to bat with 2 leather gloves on.
Yeah. Great pitcher,
Yeah.
softball pitcher.
Great guy too.
Yeah, he is. And we spend about 10 minutes talking. I never get into the hospital, but he's always fun to talk to, and he was a great athlete.
He could hit the ball.
Yes, he could, definitely. Anything else, Rollie, that you remember or would like to pass on? Say hi to anybody?
I don't know. There's a lot of guys I used to play with that I haven't seen in a lot of years.
Yeah.
Charles Cook, remember him?
Yeah, I do.
He might have been the best player that I played with in college.
Okay.
6'4", 6'5", big, wide body,
Yeah.
really good, quick shot, and
Okay.
yeah, he was out of Chicago, I think. But
Was Al Olson?
Al
Okay.
came in as a freshman when I was a senior,
Okay.
and Al was not fast, couldn't really jump, but he was fundamentally sound.
He got the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Anderson used to tell us after practice, if you guys would all work as hard as Al, we could really be something.
Al, did you hear that?
Oh, I know he's watching. I know he is because I told him that Rollie was going to be on.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, okay.
Right. Well, see, you're a star. They want to see Rollie Hochstetler, you know? No, but this is great.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Paul, you have anything for
I'm just
Rollie?
enjoying listening to the stories, man. I could sit here all day.
I know. Some of those old stories are pretty great. What about practices under Anderson?
They were boring.
They were, huh?
Yeah.
Crunchers?
Well, I wanted to
A lot of crunchers? Didn't you hate those?
Yeah, we ran a lot. But Darryl was really a fundamental coach. right?
Okay.
But he would spend time talking about the fundamentals. Well, let's go. Let's play.
And you could see that.
One time, Tim Kraft fell asleep while Anderson was talking.
Oh, not good.
We had to wake him up.
Hey, Crafty, wake up.
Time to get up.
Exactly.
You got to practice, dude. Come on, let's get up.
Wake up.
Oh, man, that's good.
Of course, you think of Coach Anderson, and of course, 2 of his kids ended up being pretty good basketball players as well.
But he made smart decisions in the games.
Yeah.
And he played the guys that were going to do what he wanted and produce, and so he was successful. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Very good. Well, so good to have you on here. It's been a lot of fun. Rollie and I would play. I think we played against each other in basketball and softball. The city league thing, you'd kick our butts, and I'd have to carry my butt home.
Dragon.
And it was the same way in softball, but we had a lot of fun.
We did have fun.
Always had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You bet.
Rollie
I got a
Hochstetler.
feeling this is going to be one of our better shows to watch right now when the word gets out who was on.
I know so. A little. You can stick around too. We do some wrap up stuff here, and today in sports history, November 25th, 1953. Before all of our time, Brooklyn Dodgers signed Walter Alston to a 1-year pact as manager in 1954. He signs 23 more 1-year agreements until his retirement.
They had 2 managers. The Dodgers had 2 managers from 1953 until the 90s. Because then right after Alston, Tommy Lasorda came in, and he was there for another 20-plus years.
Cleveland Browns should have got together with the Dodgers and figured that out with their quarterback. On this day, 1960, we talked about rebounds. Listen to this one.
Oh, yeah.
Philadelphia center Wilt Chamberlain pulls down an NBA record 55 rebounds in their win over Boston, 132-129.
Defense optional.
1960. On this day, 1976, Reds' Joe Morgan wins his 2nd straight MVP award in the National League. 1982, Orioles' Cal Ripken is named AL Rookie of the Year. 1982. He can play third base.
You know who finished runner-up?
Who was it? Tony?
Ken Herbeck.
Kent Herbeck. Tony would have been a little earlier than that.
Yeah, but Ken Herbeck was right behind.
Really?
Yeah.
Twins always had good rookies. They always did. And they could hit the ball.
Mm-hmm.
On this day, 1991, Monica Seles sets female tennis record, winning prize money of $2,457,758 in 1 year. See, you can make money. Oh, keep hoping there, Eric.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's see. We have sports birthdays today. Joe DiMaggio was born on this day in 1914. He passed away in 1999. 13-time All-Star, 9 times in the World Series, 3-time AL MVP, MLB record 56-game hitting streak, all of that with the Yankees. Maybe one of the greatest of all time.
Right up there. I'd say he's in the top 5.
Yeah.
And, of course, was married to Marilyn Monroe, so.
Yeah, well, she was top 5, too.
She was.
Joe Gibbs has a birthday today. He's 85. Football coach, Super Bowl 82, 87, 91 with the Skins, the Redskins, and NFL Coach of the Year 1982 and 83. 1965, this one hits home. Chris Carter is celebrating a birthday today. Hall of Fame wide receiver. I love the way he played the game. He was one of those possession receivers. You know, if you needed a first down, you needed 10, he'd catch it right at the sticks, and he'd keep it in bounds. It was always fun. NFL receiving TD leader, 1995, 97, 99. All with the Vikes.
And he credits Buddy Ryan for a good chunk of his career because Buddy Ryan hated him and did not think he was going to make it in the NFL. That's why the Vikings got him, because he was playing for the Eagles under Buddy Ryan.
Well, it's interesting because the next birthday, on this day in 1976, Donovan McNabb was born, of course, Eagles and 2 other teams, but from 99
the Vikings.
Vikings, yes. We knew how to pick those Eagles guys, didn't we?
Yeah. He had Randall Cunningham, as quarterback for a while,
Yeah. Other birthdays today, John F. Kennedy Jr. was born on this day in 1960. He died in 1999. Amy Grant with a birthday today is 64. Mm-hmm. Actor John Larroquette, 77. Actor Steve Harris, Friday Night Lights and The Practice is 59. Some of the birthdays today.
So JFK Jr. celebrated his 3rd birthday 2 days after his father was 3 days after his father was killed.
Right. 3 years old. I've got a couple of jokes today.
The kids got you a couple?
No, I got one from them, and then I got a joke one.
Okay.
A golf one.
Okay.
But let's do the kids one, the grandkids.
Yeah.
Always get that every day. Grandkids. Every Tuesday we get a joke of the day. Grandkids from Minot. If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring?
That's easy. Pilgrims.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
You saw it.
That's a good Thanksgiving joke, though.
Yeah,
That's a good Thanksgiving week joke.
It is. Now, here's the joke of the day. This one, Rollie can relate with this one, okay? When 2 golfers standing around, and one comes up and he says, hey, I got new clubs for my wife, new golf clubs for my wife. His buddy says, gee, I wish I could make that trade. I got some new golf clubs for my wife. Gee, I wish I could make a trade like that.
Oh.
I don't know if they're going to appreciate that one so much.
FYI, I've got a couch if you need to sleep somewhere tonight.
Well, I might have to anyway because I won't make it back to Fargo.
You might make it home. I got an air mattress with your name on it.
That joke is from our good friend Ken Astrup.
Oh, Kenny.
Who was also a VCSU alum. He played basketball, too,
Yes.
Back in the 70s, early 70s.
Early
I
70s.
think I remember him.
Yeah. My.
Oh, boy.
We're getting to the end here, I think.
We are. It's a good thing, too, because that hole's getting deeper and deeper.
That'll do it for another round of Toast and Jam. Paul, I got to have some final thoughts.
Just, just a slight serious note. Being Thanksgiving week, thankful for everything that we that here at VCSU and everything that we have here, and drive safe this week because roads are going to be a little iffy. So if you're on the road, be careful.
Yeah. coming over was okay. I'm a little concerned about the road back.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. I might go out a mile, and if it's too crazy, I'll come back if I
Okay.
can make it back.
You should, yeah.
Very thankful too. We've been following Al Sorensen with Valley City Public Schools for a long time, retired now, but he had that valve replacement back on November 6th and then had a stroke after that and kind of took care of his right side, but getting some good feeling back. His
Good.
arm is in great shape. Wiggling some toes in that right leg and walking with a walker, which is really good. It's going to take some time, but I believe he's coming home this Saturday. So
Good.
we are
deal.
grateful for that and thankful for that. Again, want to thank our guest, Rollie Hochstetler. Rollie, always good to have you.
Been fun.
Golf partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
golfed with this guy a lot of times. You know, it's true that if you're any kind of an athlete, you can do any sports. And this guy could have been a golfer as well.
Right.
I'm not kidding.
Okay.
See him hit the ball, man. I'm always in amazement. This guy can really hit it. He hits a lot further than I do. A big thank you, and always a big thank you to our listeners who tune in every week. We
Yep.
appreciate your company. And Glenn, I know you're counting. He's always on top.
We're about
of
a
it.
month away, aren't we?
About a month away from our 100th show, and we're going to have a little celebration. So, Rollie,
yeah.
you can come up if you want. We're going to have Toast
Toast
and
and
Jam.
jam on the table.
That's what I had for breakfast.
Good man.
Nice.
Good man. Hope everyone has a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Until next week, Toast and Jam saying bye-bye.